Well, this unusual mode of transport may have been how Abraham came down to Egypt. Around 2000 BC, he came down here. The pyramids would have been here when he came with Sarah because he lived in the land of Canaan, the promised land, but there was a famine there. And in Genesis 12, we read that without consulting God, he came down to try and escape the famine. The River Nile here meant that there was always fertile land and crops in Egypt. And so down Abraham came. Well, Sarah was so beautiful. You can read the story in Genesis 12. He lied. Abraham had this thing about fear and anxiety. You may feel that as well. You know, he catastrophized. He said to Sarah, if they see how beautiful you are, they'll kill me. And so he told the Pharaoh of Egypt that she was in fact his sister. Pharaoh took him into his court, and then plagues came on Pharaoh. This will not be the last time that plagues came to Egypt through the Hebrew people. And eventually Pharaoh brought Sarah back to Abraham and says, what is this you have done? This is shameful. And he gave him gifts. And Abraham left Egypt with Sarah after the famine, bearing gifts, including a female slave called Hagar, the mother of Ishmael. She'll become important to the biblical story later. My point is, Abraham knew what it was. He was the great patriarch, the great founder of the nation of Israel, and yet he knew what it was to feel anxiety, to take matters into his own hands, to try and fix the solution and end up with more problems. I don't know about you, I resonate with that story. But the story of Abraham is ultimately not about Abraham. It's about how God is faithful, faithful in famine, faithful in tough times, faithful through our fears, just as he was in Egypt, 2000 BC, when it was pretty hot down here as well. Well, my friendly camel and I, we're going to make our way home.